Hey there, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. My name is Andrew, and I'm here to help you build your brand, grow your audience, and market your content. In today's episode, we're going to do a live Q&A on 5 of the different ways that you can make money from home and online. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more. If you're a member of the consulting crew, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Let's get to it. As I said, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. My name is Andrew, and I'm going to answer your questions on today's video on 5 ways to be able to make money from home and online. So to recap this morning's video fairly quickly, number 1 is to submit websites to social media. Number 2 is freelancing on Fiverr.com. Number 3 is to create Facebook profiles for businesses. Number 4 is to plan parties. And number 5 is to start an office cleaning business. So I'm sure that you're probably thinking, why would I want to do any of these? Well, to put it simply, they're easy jobs that you can actually make a fair amount of money at fairly quickly. It all depends on your expertise and what you want to do. Now, number 1 is submitting websites to social media. And what this entails is going to a website owner who may not have the time or may not know how to use social media already, and then taking their blog post or articles or information from their website and actually posting it on social media, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or Pinterest, Instagram, whatever it is. It's kind of like being a virtual assistant, but not entirely being tied down to that specific company as a virtual assistant. It is merely taking their website information and posting whatever content it is for them on social media. There are a few different websites out there that actually help with this, but not all the companies out there know about these different platforms and know how to use them. And in some cases, they just don't want to do it themselves, so they hire somebody like you to be able to go out and post for them. Another option is Fiverr.com. Fiverr is a site for freelancers. You can go on there and list your services for as little as $5 and up to a couple $1,000, depending on what it is you want to do. Whether you're a music creator, a video editor, a graphic designer for thumbnails or logos, or maybe you're a voice actor, anything. Just about anything you want to do, you can list that service on Fiverr. Number 3, creating Facebook pages for businesses. As I said a moment ago in number 1, there are a lot of companies out there who either don't know how to use social media already, or they just don't have the time. And in which case, if that company does not already have a social media presence, you could go in and create that presence for them. in which case you would create the page, you would put up their information to where they could be contacted. You could post things from their website on there as a regular post. You could set them up for Facebook ads. You could literally go through and create an entire business page or a likes page on Facebook for that company and be paid very handsomely for doing just that. And if you do a good enough job, they might actually want to hire you to do number one mentioned, and that is taking the information from their website and continuously posting it onto that Facebook page. Being a party planner. Now, if you're somebody that likes doing events or weddings or birthday parties, anniversaries, any kind of party, if that's something you like to do and you like being able to plan them kind of events for somebody to have a memorial that they can have for whatever different reason, whether it's having a wedding planner or a, an open house for graduations, any kind of party, anything. If you're good at throwing those kind of things and you know how to make the arrangements, you could actually do that for the person that wants the party. And then you can go through and plan out everything for them. So they have photographers, caterers, everything. And instead of them having to go out and do the legwork to host that party, they would hire you and pay you a fair good amount of money to be able to do it for them. You would be responsible for getting the caterers, photographers, the food, everything. Every little detail of that party would be under your control, and they would give you a specific guidelines on what they want and what they don't want. And then instead of them going out and paying each individual company themselves and finding them, you could go through companies that you already know and enjoy and have a relationship with, and then they only have to pay you, and in turn, you pay the rest of the companies to do that service for them. And then office cleaning business. It's another simple thing that you can do. You can actually make a good profit even if it's just you, because doing a cleaning business for offices, you can go out and buy one set of cleaning equipment and have up to 10, 20 different businesses that you would be cleaning in a short period of time. Well, you're not going to use all your cleaning materials in one business, so you only have to buy once, go through, clean the building, vacuum, dust, wiping down windows, you name it, and then turn around and go to the next business and the next business and the next business and still be on the original cleaning supplies. And then you're making a profit not only from your time spent cleaning that business, but in saving on the amount of cleaners that you have to use. This is something that you can do and actually build a small business from, because then you can start hiring others to do the work, and then your responsibility from that point on could be just finding new businesses to be able to go and clean and managing the team. And you can keep growing your business that same way to where you have more employees that will go out and do the cleaning of those businesses, while all you have to do is continue finding new people for your cleaning business and maintaining the relationships with those businesses so you continue to work on cleaning their facilities. Now, probably wondering what is actually required. The only thing that you really need, depending on how extravagant you want to go for your cleaning business, is a vehicle to get there and your basic cleaning supplies: a vacuum, a mop, uh, dusters, brooms, maybe a few cloths and a couple buckets for soapy water and rinsing water, and then maybe a squeegee for being able to do windows. Or maybe you don't use a squeegee and you just have paper towel and Windex. There's many different ways that you can go about cleaning different facilities for those companies. It is entirely on what you want to do and what they actually need. um, is for the parties, if you are good at creating memories for those events, you're likely to get more business because when you create those events, not only do you do the planning and arrangements for that event, but if you do a good job, pardon me, if you do a good job at that event, the ones that hired you are more likely to recommend you to other family and friends and others on social media, depending on the service that you provide. If they enjoy your services, then you're more likely to get more business. All it requires is being able to make a memorable event, no matter what kind of event it is. So long as it is memorable and it goes through fairly well, then you're more likely to be able to continue doing that and helping people make lasting memories and having fun. Now, the creating Facebook pages is fairly simple. I myself actually have 10 pages, and then depending on the company, you could actually create a group depending on what the company does. If it's something that they can do for interacting with people, then you can actually also create a group to go along with that company's page if that's something that they want, because then they can directly interact not only on the page but within the group to be able to further their reach for customers. They can give immediate input and they can build more of a relationship with their customers. And creating Facebook pages is very, very simple. And you can charge by the hour, you can charge by the page itself. It entirely up to you on how much you're actually going to charge for that service, depending on how intricate you have to be in setting everything up. I myself find doing the Facebook pages very, very easy. They also have analytics and everything, just like on YouTube, to where they can actually gauge how much of an interaction they're getting on their page versus everything else. how many customers or potential customers are actually going to the page, what they're actually paying attention to for the different posts or ads, and what the conversion rate is. And as I said, number one was about posting things from a website to social media for different companies. And it's just like doing the Facebook page. It's more or less the same thing, but in two different aspects. One is actually just posting things from a website onto social media, no matter what platform it is, and the other is actually creating that platform page for the company to be able to increase their customer base or reach. It's alright, Kim. Thanks for joining me. Greatly appreciated. I was a little bit late getting started because of Pat running over a few minutes on his stream, and then I was having a little bit of technical difficulties getting started, but it all worked out. It's the joys of technology, you know. If you have any questions on today's video, feel free to pop them into the live chat. If you're on the replay, feel free to drop any of your questions down in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. To do a quick recap of the 5 different ways to make money I'm covering today is 1, submitting websites to social media, freelancing on Fiverr.com, creating Facebook profile pages for businesses, being a party planner, and starting your own business cleaning service. Real quickly, while I wait to see if we have any questions, I do want to mention for those of you that have been here in the past, I am almost finished with the content creator course outlines, and I will be launching the content creators course very soon. After talking with one of my mentors today and another community member today, I did decide on changing the structure a slight little bit. Originally, the course was going to be all live in a webinar style course, but to make things easier on myself and easier for you in the community that want to take the course, it is actually going to be set up in a way to where everything for the lessons is now recorded. That way I can give you a higher quality of content, and then we will have a designated live Q&A each week for that specific module. That way, if you have any questions or comments, feedback that you want to give on each of the different modules, you'll be able to do so, and I'll be able to answer any questions you might have on that. In some cases, yes, depending on where you want to do your business at, there are some licensing issues. Um, every state, every city is different. In some cases, some of the businesses will want you to be licensed and bonded. I know the company that I worked for originally when I was younger was not a licensed and bonded company for cleaning. They actually started out with just a few employees first, and then over a period of time, then they went and actually got licensed and bonded and everything else to cover themselves. It is always suggested that you consult with your local regulations department for the state or county just to ensure that you follow the protocols for your area on your business. I have contacted people about social media stuff, but they. Yeah, that happens sometimes, Kim. Some places are very nitpicky about who they have do their social media stuff, but by having it out there and developing a relationship with some of those businesses even before you potentially get hired could increase your chances of getting that to actually go through. Um, that's actually how I managed to be in so many different groups on Facebook. Is everybody seen the value that I had to offer within different Facebook groups and my own pages? And that's how I ended up becoming an admin and moderator for some of the other Facebook groups that I'm in, is because I was a member of those groups or a person that was on those pages and offering feedback and input on things. And then later on, I was contacted and asked if I would assist with things. I was actually talking with Sue about some of that today, and I'm going to be contemplating what I really want to continue doing because of wanting to have my own business and things like that, and kind of spreading myself so thin between creating content, creating courses, doing the live stream every week, and managing all the different pages and groups and everything else. So there is a chance that I'll actually be mm, getting rid of some of my added responsibilities that I have to other groups and things like that so I could focus more on my own stuff. Right now, as it stands, there's 18 different groups, and just over half of those are ones that I'm either a co founder of or just a moderator of. And I'm going to be talking with the group owners and page owners about cutting down a little bit more on my responsibilities for the group a little bit so I could focus more on my stuff for the channel and social media pages so I don't have to have so much time wrapped up into other things. Right now, I've been doing an average of 112 hours a week between all the different groups and my own stuff because I do keep track of how much time I'm spending on everything. And since I'm not really making money on any of them, I'm going to cut down on the amount of time I spend on everything. Because between the different groups and coaching stuff that I'm a part of, I need to exactly spreading myself too thin doesn't do anybody good. And that's why I'm trying to cut down on things because a few of them is like I do a weekly meeting with Pat Flynn for about an hour, sometimes close to 2 hours. I've got a daily meeting with my other mentor, Karma. And then I've got uh, 2 weekly meetings for the live streaming pros, plus because of the new uh, coaching course workshop that they're doing called the Advancement Pods. We now actually have a third meeting for an hour, and I do that on Sunday evenings. And between all of the different meetings, plus trying to do my own thing, plus trying to assist with everybody else, I am spread a little bit thin because I am trying to constantly do things. Hey, Greg, how you doing, brother? Thanks for trying to join us this morning for the webinar within the consulting crew group. Just in case you did not happen to see the post just a little bit ago before I went live, um, because we were unable to get anybody in the live webinar this morning with Sue and I, we will be redoing it at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. I will be live streaming into the group, therefore, we will have a replay capability for those of you who are in the group and may not be able to attend. That way, you could still see the discussion and what she is offering for us. It will be the first of the live webinars. There will be more in the future as well, but it is going to be on developing and living your core values. It will be interesting because to assist in it, it's going to be a live demo. I am going to stay in the live stream with Sue, and I will be doing the worksheet per se on screen. That way there is a immediate interaction and feedback being able to be given. So it should be a fun experience for everybody. And then I will also be posting into our group soon about the content creators course as well, giving a little bit more information on some of the things I plan on covering. the cost of it, how we're going to do everything, and all that fairly soon too. As most everybody knows, I am on disability and have restrictions on income, so we actually did discover a way to work around that. So that will be coming out fairly soon. Do any of you have questions on today's 5 ways to make money, or maybe you have questions on the previous videos, or maybe you have questions on orientation and mobility video? It's totally fine, Kim. We managed to have a nice little discussion, and we made the new plan for Wednesday. Yeah, it's no worry, Greg. Totally understand. That was only my second time within our group to actually use the Facebook rooms. I've only been in a couple others, so I was not too worried about it this morning. I know Lauren and Nicole weren't able to join us because they are out of state at the moment. Wyoming is a private state. You can have a business there and then your local business underneath that one. Interesting. Too bad I'm not in Wyoming. I wonder how cold it is over there right now. So I know everywhere else is like freaking blistering cold underneath this huge freaking snowstorm. There's places down in Texas right now it's -20 and snowing. I know a lot of people are definitely not used to that down there. Alright. Is there any more questions on today's topic of the 5 different ways to make money, or in general? Because I don't want to take up everybody's time too much, and I don't want to repeat myself on some things, so I don't want to be a broken record. Nice. Yeah, I've only been through Wyoming. I've never really actually got to stay in Wyoming. Between my father and a couple family friends that are truck drivers, I've been through just about every state. I've only got like 5, maybe 6 that I have not been to yet. Otherwise, I have literally been all around our country, but never got to actually stay in all of them. A privacy attorney to set it up for you. I would, but I can already guarantee you, an attorney like that would be very, very, very expensive. Because even if they were a registered agent, they would still have to operate everything underneath of my social security number, which would be the employer employee identification number or whatever. I had never heard of Jackson Hole. Alright. Uh, got about 10 to 15 minutes left for today's stream. So if you have any more questions on the ways to make money, go ahead, drop them into the chat. No, I don't think so. What, what you're referring to, Kim? Are you talking about the attorney and or yeah, I'll take a look too, see what I can find out as well. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, Greg. It's just hard to figure out how I'm gonna manage everything at the moment. It's like I was saying a few moments ago, I've got so many different things that I'm trying to manage already on my own and spread pretty thin, so I've got to try and prioritize things a bit better and cut down on some of the stuff I'm assisting on and things like that. And I've been told a few times lately that I should be turning some of my content into a podcast itself. So yeah, I've got way too many ideas for content creation that I could be doing, but I also need to prioritize the things that I've already got started, and there's stuff that I should be doing that I haven't been able to do because I've been spending so much time on everything else. And it's just a bit overwhelming. I've been averaging 112 hours at the very minimum each week, at the very minimum. And I need to start taking a little bit more free time from doing so much so I can keep my keep my creative juices and thoughts flowing rather than hitting that kind of like brick wall on everything about how I can juggle everything around to coordinate everything more. Like I was saying in the group in a few moments ago, I'm trying to hurry up and finish the outlines for the content creators course. That way I could start getting that ball rolling. And oh, I already do that. But even though you download it, you still have to go through and edit it for everything. Oh, I do that already too, Kim. But that's the part of getting back to them later just doesn't seem to work because I'm constantly on everything else. I got the consulting crew group, I've got the mastermind group, I've got my own 10 pages I have to deal with on Facebook, then the 18 different groups that are either mine, I assist on, or an admin of. Then I have each of my own social media pages: TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat, because I'm literally on everything. Plus, I have my website I have to manage. Yeah, so myself is like overwhelmed with all the different things. Plus, I have to keep up on editing videos, recording videos, getting stuff ready for future videos like these live streams to do the Q&A. And then the business meetings with like the different mentors and everything else that I've got. So yeah, plus arranging the different people that are going to be on the Wednesday show. I was hoping this week to have Lauren or Nicole, but I found out the other night that they were going out of state, so now I have to see who else might be available this week. If there is anybody available this week, and if they're not, then I'm not sure what topic we're going to cover for the Wednesday show. Because after the Wednesday stream will be the live stream in the group with Sue. It's been hectic because everybody's switching schedule around for one reason or another, which makes me have to switch my own schedule around for different meetings and everything, which some of them are going to be coming to an end soon, but just means I have to refigure everything out on a constant basis. Which, if I do remember correctly, I'm going to look here real quick. So I want to double check to make sure. Yeah, we're at 126 subscribers here on this channel, and my older channel just made it to 1430, so I'm going to have to work on a giveaway plan here soon again. Yeah, we can chat about that if you want to, Greg. And that's the thing about the admin jobs is I'm one of the co-founders of the group, so I'm thinking I'm just might be delegating more to our moderators compared to me doing so much, because I can't drop all my responsibilities entirely because I am one of the main people that represents the group. One of them is my International Warrior Society that I'm a member of, and I am the head representative of the U.S. So, well, U.S., Canada, and South America. I'm the head representative, but I have my co-admins that I coordinate with for Canada and Central America and South America. So I might be able to delegate more work to them on responsibility. Yeah, let's see. Like, I got over 20 notifications, 26, none, 8, 9, 9, 4, 4. And that's just my own pages. So, yeah, I got I've got a lot to do. That's the choice. Pat did it the other day. Yeah, I was actually going to do that, Greg. I've just been doing so much that I haven't posted any into the YouTubers group yet, and I don't want to irritate the actual admins or mods with posting so many either at one time. But yeah, I plan on posting in there because that's one of the places I actually plan on posting about the content creators course too, to be able to help out. But yeah, Kim, Pat just did one the other day on doing giveaways. It's actually something I cover in, or I will be covering in my content creators course. I know about all that stuff already. Listening to Pat actually gave me a couple different ideas. And Blind Tube. I don't think I've heard of Blind Tube. I have to check that one out. I know the one blind YouTubers group, but I didn't know they're about Blind Tube. Let's see. Um, since you're an admin, Greg, is the Blind Tube group okay to have pages, or do you want people with their personal profiles? Because I know some of our blind groups that we have on Facebook, they have it set to where you can be either or, but then when you try to join with like your channel name, they pitch a big bitch about it. So if you're an admin, I'll ask you before I I go to submit my request to join. All right. Well, then I will submit a request to join right now as consult the blind guy. You must answer all the questions. Legal decline. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yeah. And okay, just the 2 questions. Yep. All right. And submit. Okay, Greg just submitted a request to BlindTube. Let me see if that one's still there. Cause last I knew, they were. Yeah. Yeah, blind YouTubers, blind and visually impaired YouTuber support group still there. Not accessible games. That's not what I was looking for. Let's see, double check. Yeah, it doesn't say it's archived or anything, so that one's still there. So far, the one that Greg is an admin of and the blind and visually impaired YouTuber support group are the only ones that I'm seeing. Otherwise, there's all kinds of them for different reasons for blind and visually impaired, but so far those are the only 2 that I see. Live accessible. Nice. Alright, Kim, yeah, we're getting ready to close out here in just a second because it is 5 minutes after the hour. So if you guys don't have any last minute questions, then we can close out today's live stream and I will go back to getting some more work done. Yeah, I'll have to check, see if I can find more. If you're in them, Greg, feel free to send me an invite if you want. I'll join them too, because that's the whole reason I'm in a lot of the different groups is to be able to help out the community members anyway, besides doing just content creation. I'm trying to get plans put together to hurry up and get content out for the Friday show for O&M, because I've got over half the presentations from the conference recorded for me to be able to go back to and watch. That way I can do more content on the things that I've learned and take more notes and everything. Which I'll post more about that kind of stuff into the consulting crew group as well, because I plan on sharing some of the stuff that I've learned in there as well. But I will message you both later. Kim, don't have too much fun cooking your casserole tonight. And then I will chat with both of you soon. Thank you again for joining me this evening for today's live Q&A. And thank you, Greg, for trying to join us this morning again and for adding me into the group in a moment. Hope you both have a good evening. For those of you who are watching this on replay, thank you again for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below, or you can hit me up on Facebook or by email, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. I will be back on Wednesday for our next live stream. Until then, I hope everyone has a good day or evening, depending on where you are in the world, and we will see you next time.